PZ Foop says he's gonna tell us all about this picture. What do you know, PZ Foop?
A lot of people like to say that Gen Alpha is gonna be fried because of modern day brain rot, but I don't think they realize how bad we had it.
PZ4 is just a chicken nugget snacker. She can't stack up against a Green Bay hacker.
If you're under the age of 13 and don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna have a moment of clarity for how fucking old I'm getting. Also in this video, I'm not gonna make a single TF2 reference, so sorry to all my fellow degenerates out there. Project Zorgo, the 100% real hacking foundation, started on August 18th, 2018, which is the same day that Imran Khan became the Prime Minister of Pakistan.
Coincidence? I think not!
If you wanted to scare the shit out of a bunch of fetuses on iPads, all you gotta do is wear a $5 Spirit Halloween mask and throw up a bunch of stock footage of Matrix code and boom, you're on your way to making millions. However, all this shit started with a channel I'm guessing most of you are familiar with, ChadWildClay and his girlfriend or sister, I don't know what the fuck she is, V-Quaint, with their team Spy Ninjas. Well, I made it longer than I thought I would. In order to track all this shit down like I did with the 3 a.m. video, I looked to the earliest possible playlist of these and found Spy Ninjas vs. Project Zorgo all videos that has 1,300 videos. You just had to pay the bills, didn't you, Chad?
I like money!
There's like 30 videos in this playlist at the beginning that have like nothing to do with hackers, and the first video I found with them was Hacker Trapped Me in Abandoned Prison 24 Hours Overnight Escape Room Challenge at 3 a.m. God damn it, you're 2 fucking videos late, pal.
Oh my god! God, Bart just fell out of the plane!
You guys listen to it. I hope it's Chad.
I'm trapped, Chad. Good luck getting out on your own.
Don't mind if I do!
This video actually came a whole month before the Project Zorgo announcement, and I guess old Chad wanted some more of that YouTube revenue because Project Zorgo released their first terrorist threat, Project Zorgo YouTube Hacker Group. And this super intelligent hacker foundation to scare little kids had their first YouTube video just flash PNGs of ooh, spooky stock images and matrix texts. Fuck! And matrix texts. Fuck! God damn it! And matrix texts. Fuck! And this super intelligent hacker foundation to scare little kids had their first video just flash PNGs of ooh, spooky stock images and matrix text saying YouTube must be stopped.
Please! God damn it! Hate this hacker crap!
The description of this video is actually quite ahead of its time as it reads, "We are the YouTube hacker group, Project Zorgo. We believe YouTube has become too powerful and is a threat to traditional media." Oh, holy shit, Project Zorgo based? Our target channels are ChadWildClay and V-Quaint. So yeah, as a digital terrorist group, instead of aiming our operations at, I don't know, the billionaire company or rich CEO, we're gonna go after the guy who made 5 Batman gadgets in real life.
I am Batman.
It's a meme, Batman.
Whether you were a parent or kid watching YouTube, you heard about the Game Master because this shit spread like wildfire. You couldn't go anywhere at school without hearing the fear and panic of young social media addiction getting destroyed. And let's bite the bullet now. We, yes, we all thought that this was real.
We? Who's we?
Stop going in. We want to take...
There is no we.
I'm going to get into it later in the video, but having this young of an audience leads to great responsibility. To not lead your audience into thinking taking people hostage is a fine thing to post online.
When the computer stays motionless, Homer angrily throws it in the trash.
Now, this is the part of the video where I'd give the breakdown of each era like I did for SMG4, but again, 1,300 videos!
You scum!
I can't even go through the Game Master lore and total story because the official lore and continuity has been broken like 50 fucking times because this person's the Game Master and this person's the Game Master, so who the fuck is it, Chad? Alright, I'm gonna have to follow the wiki on all this shit, so bear with me. In late 2018, Project Zorgo announced the Doomsday Date against ChadWildClay and did a little ARG thing which didn't fucking amount to anything, so fun. The Doomsday Code got decoded, and oh boy, I can't wait to read what the cyber terrorists cooked up. The Doomsday Code is key equals S, down, coffee, light bulb, footprint, anger, envelope, glasses, and flashlight. Wow, that's really creative. Thank you, cyber terrorists.
I've got a computer.
But then in October 2018, YouTube went down and Project Zorgo announced a test of the Doomsday device, and the sum of their harvest came to a grand total of 1 hour and 2 minutes. Then the real Doomsday was announced to be November 3rd, but got stopped by spy ninjas and destroying the Doomsday device. For now, at least, because fucking came back.
As you already know, the Doomsday date is November 3rd. Until then, I'm going to shove a dick up my ass.
Project Zorgo decided to falsely accuse Chad and V by robbing banks, then to destroy the spy ninjas. What the fuck?
Hi, Spy Ninjas. In the last video, we found some clues that Project Zorgo was framing Chad and they were gonna rob a bank.
You too,
We're
V.
flying to Philadelphia!
Oh, hell no!
That's
hell no!
Project Zorgo then dicked around a while for Chad, and then they tried to relive the hype and do all the Doomsday shit like 5 more times, and then the wiki just ends. The last video on the Project Zorgo channel was, "Yes, I'm still alive." And after that, the Project Zorgo shit just ended. I guess after 5 playlists and 1,300 videos, you get tired of all this hacker shit. Chad and the crew kept uploading from there, and in 2023, Chad announced he had spinal cancer and hadn't been able to perform much physical actions in the past year, and made progressive updates about his surgeries. And made it through!
Yeah, bitch! Magnets! Oh!
Okay, genuinely, I'm really glad that he was able to make it through everything okay, and he's been uploading his content ever since, and it just brings a smile to my face. And he started a new hacker series called The Golden Skull.
Spy ninjas! Our friends have been kidnapped by a criminal organization. We gotta rescue them!
And that's pretty much the end of what I have to say about ChadWildClay's series. And I know this is the part where Homerland's supposed to leave super negative comments about all this shit, but there's a reason I put the Steam Mixed on the thumbnail. At the end of the day, it's so easy to look at modern kids' YouTube content and say how brain-rotted it is, but don't lie to yourself, we had all this shit too. Is it stupid YouTube kids content? Yeah, no shit. But it's incredibly respectable how Chad and his crew kept orchestrating these videos for years and not quitting. I mean, who would want to work on this shit and get paid for it?
I'd do it for nothing.
But then the mixed stuff. Like I said earlier, they had a lot of responsibility to not misinfluence their kid audience into thinking wrong stuff or glorifying anything. And looking back now, it's so obvious how fake all this stuff was. I mean, mind-controlled devices, yeah, sure, bro. But at the same time, they definitely should have taken more into account about how much influence they had over kids online. And especially of how much I've seen of people my age also saying that they got scared of this stuff. They should have known better.
What is those spy ninjas? We found a girl living underneath our house inside of a hatch. It was really crazy.
And under the very first Project Zorgo video, they actually left a disclaimer saying that it wasn't real and it was all just elaborate skits, which is good. But under no other video was this ever put again, not even the mind control one. So, I mean, come on, how else are the fetuses supposed to know that this wasn't real? Especially since videos like this kind of, in a way, made kidnapping and cybercrime seem lighthearted and fun in a way. I don't know, it's all just really weird. Project Zorgo will always, in a way, have a spot in my heart that I don't have. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a terrible Christmas. Wait, what do you mean there's more video left?
I'm talking Foxwoods, baby. We can float in a lake or we can build them in space.
Hey boss, what if instead of attacking government systems, we targeted a YouTuber that makes box forts?
Right behind me? What do you mean?
Y'all don't know how much I fucking love Papa Jake. Fucking box fort, baby. Holy shit. People like to say I'm overly negative and all I do is hate, but that's not true. Actually, this entire video was originally gonna be just about Papa Jake, and there was gonna be a section talking about all the Game Master shit, but then I realized that this was way more of an interesting video to talk about. But yeah, somewhere in the mix of all ChadWildClay's millions of profit, his YouTuber friends decided to get into the biz, turning the Project Zorgo lore into an infested pit of rot. There was a shit ton of kids YouTubers that did their own content farms, but ChadWildClay's friend group was the one that fits into the Game Master cinematic universe, so I'm only going to talk about them. Papa Jake was one of the first YouTubers that I remember, like, really clinging on to me as a kid and keeping up with all their newest uploads. The first one that I clicked on as a kid was the Box 4 Battleship one, and I mean, how could you not think that this was cool as a kid?
Oh, look at me. I'm making people unclog the toilet.
His content was just so cool, and we, yes, we all tried to build our own Papa Jake box forts anytime we got a package in the mail.
Hey yo, this is Papa Jake. If you wanna build a box fort, you gotta start with some tape.
Yeah, thanks, Papa. I really didn't know that. It's genuinely impressive how they were able to make so much box forts for the videos, especially with how time consuming they definitely were. And not to mention, he also made fucking box fort, baby. Holy shit, DJ, crank that volume. And you can't even deny the craftsmanship on them, because all of the box fort boats they made actually were seaworthy and floated. Except for the box fort Titanic. And yeah, Jake did all the pretty standard shit with Project Zorgo that I'm pretty sure in the end did absolutely nothing to progress the Doomsday device. So fun. However, there's one video that I want to talk about in particular. Game Master Challenge Sinking Box Fort Prison Escape. In the span of one video, the Game Master kidnaps Papa Jake and traps him in a sinking box fort that almost kills him. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain why this is bad. When I was a youngin', I was old enough to know that none of this was even real. But in the back of my head, I couldn't afford to lose YouTube out of my life. But then when this video came along, I, young Homerland, was able to think for 2 seconds and realize how fucking stupid this video was. If you don't have 2 fucking IQ, you can piece together that cardboard and water do not mix together. So how the fuck would a box just sink into the water without collapsing?
Because we all know, guys, if cardboard gets wet, that's a very bad thing.
And yeah, the sinking basically boils down to Jake getting waterboarded for 12 minutes. And at the beginning of the video, Logan comes on screen on a camera and says, "I can't really explain what's going on right now, but make sure to subscribe and hit that bell." Logan, Jake is about to fucking die.
What kind of game is this?
The game is simple. Escape the prison using my rules before the time runs out. I want to play a game.
Oh yeah, and Jake makes it out and the Game Master trend just slowly faded out. I slowly stopped watching Papa Jake after this, as I was just outgrowing this kind of content, but aside from the fact that he's using really terrible AI thumbnails now, I actually find it insanely respectable how he's still going with all these box fort videos. And especially with lower views that he's getting now, I respect the grind that he's still doing, because after all, he made...
Oh, Mr. Pooh! What did I do to you?
Want to make sure you never miss a Kindly Key in video again? Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell to turn on notifications.
This is another childhood icon from my past, but unlike the GOAT Papa Jake, good old Carter gives me a big old frown on my face. Carter was one of those big family-friendly YouTubers you'd watch where he'd make videos with his brother Steven!
Steven here.
Hey Shares, what is going on? So in last vlog, if you didn't see, the Game Master...
Father, when can I leave to be on my own?
His Project Zorgo content was boring as fuck, but the only reason I'm bringing him up is because his content proves that none of these people know what the fuck hacking is, because they all think that it's green text on black command prompt like a fucking Fallout terminal or some shit.
Manipulate scientific data, take over, blast, control world government, shut down infrastructure, ship everything to China.
Honestly, his involvement in Project Zorgo is nothing compared to what I knew him for all these years, and that was the Pawn Monster. Carter has always been a humble man. All he had was just loving parents and stability and a mansion and a thriving YouTube enterprise. But yeah, outside of his mega house, he had a little pond that he would fake having a creature just casually kidnap people, and that he also couldn't decide if it was a shark or an alligator. And as a kid, I believed all this shit, especially with the Game Master and Pawn Monster. Fucking, you would not want to get close to Carter because everybody in his life was getting fucking kidnapped by these people.
Warning, what you are about to see is 100% real.
And with the Game Master trend, he slowly stopped having his family get kidnapped by them. But as of the Pond Monster, he's still doing these monster videos and attracting kids to his videos like he's fucking EDP. But now Carter also became a Mr. Beast clone with these really terrible AI upscale thumbnails, and also sexualizes his sister to get young boys to give him views. Isn't that such a good business tactic, Carter?
Carter mistreated me for most of our relationship, and he also cheated on me.
Carter when he cheats on his girlfriend. Guava Juice is where the path starts to split in terms of ethical kids content. Guava Juice's spin on the Game Master took a lot more of a sinister approach, with once again just straight up posting Saw content for kids.
I want to play penis.
In the video Project Zorgo broke into my house, it only takes a few minutes for Roy to be put in a saw trap and almost fucking gassed. Unlike other channels where the stakes were just getting a channel deleted or whatever, Project Zorgo was trying to fucking kill Guava Juice in every single one. And the reasoning wasn't just to delete his channel, but steal a bunch of iPads. And looking at the comments from like 7 years ago, a majority of his young audience knew it was all just a skit for entertainment. I mean, in one of his videos, he used a fucking portal into a bouncy house, so even I as a youngin' was watching this and knew that it was fake. But then again, kids are always gonna be on the internet.
Among Us in real life.
Sus.
You know, it's never alright to make fun of people just for their looks, okay? But I think it's okay when your face looks like it has more plastic than the Pacific Ocean. Okay, I've been hard on all the YouTubers in this video, but I can also commend them for being fun and at least having passion put into them. But this is just pure, unfiltered slop. Her Project Zorgo videos are just generic home invader shit that didn't even use the same mask as the other ones. So you're probably wondering, why even bring this up in the first place? But dear viewer, you don't understand the diabolical schemes of Rebecca Zamolo. Rebecca doesn't make her videos for passion or to make money to give her kids a future. No! When a children's IP comes around that's super popular, she takes it as her destiny to exploit it and abuse it for clicks and views. And the thing is, she's already rich! The Game Master was just the start of the greed. Every phase that her content goes through is just another cog in the machine that she uses to maximize her profit from her audience that believes it!
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
The Game Master profited, Among Us profited, her own fucking child being born profited! Gah! Fuck this channel!
Security system takes control of Squidward's house.
Attention viewers, the Homeland channel has now been breached by the Project Zorgo team. If you do not subscribe, I will send 4 nuclear missiles to Cuba and declare Half-Life 3 officially cancelled. You have 5 minutes to complete this task.
Bitch!